So I'm the Director of Partner Strategy over here at Blumira. I'm going to get my screen up and we're going to make this happen. So today I'm going to help explain how Blumira solves the SIM-SOC dilemma for MSPs. And if I look familiar at all, it might be from my time at Huntress, started as employee number 19 there, possibly from my time helping build the Duo MSP program before that. Fun fact, Duo Security, headquartered out of Ann Arbor, Michigan, and so is Blumira. In fact, the original VP of product at Duo, Jim Simpson, is now the CEO at Blumira, which might help explain why I'm here to introduce Blumira to the MSP space. While our security platform has been around for over a decade, only in 2018 did it spin off into what is now known as Blumira. We believe that by making good security simple and affordable, we can help smaller organizations that have been neglected, priced out, or simply failed by existing solutions. Now, Matt mentioned trust earlier. Our MSP program is based around zero trust, and that there's no need to trust anything I say because our program provides free for internal use NFR licensing. Protect your own business with Blumira and see if it's a good fit for your managed services practice. No strings attached. And since I know better, I'm not going to wait to show you the pricing. I want to make sure that you understand that actually affordable means that we're actually affordable enough for your customers to adopt, with partner cost that starts at $7 per user per month and goes down from there based on aggregate volume. So there are many reasons why MSPs and their customers haven't adopted anything universally in this SIM-SOC lane. Let's take a look at some of the challenges and how we solve them. So you've heard from DataStream, you've heard from others. Cyber insurance are starting to enforce requirements that our customers really can't afford. Historically, SIMs are these super complex tools built for security professionals, which means you have to have security expertise to run them. And even those who have adopted a SIM, it's very hard to actually sell to customers. How does Blumira help with this? We make it really easy to affordably meet these compliance requirements with unlimited data ingestion, 1-year retention standard. We're built for IT people, and our SecOps team is there to support you 24/7 with 1 hour SLA for urgent issues. There is no security expertise required with Blumira. Our SecOps team does all the heavy lifting. And starting in April, we're going to provide a freemium version for Microsoft 365 only edition, so you can start your customers on their Blumira journey for free. Now, originally, back in the day, SIM was all about collecting and storing logs. That's it. Some modern SIMs, with a ton of care and feeding from your team, can provide better data analysis and help security analysts investigate issues. Having an MSSP provide MDR on your behalf is expensive, but it can get you to some good security response outcomes, but it often doesn't include the necessary breadth of integrations or data retention. Blumira is trying to put all that together. And I acknowledge that until now, MSPs and the customers you serve have avoided SIM adoption. So why adopt something that there's no demand for? Well, the simple reality is that avoidance is no longer a choice. Log monitoring and retention is becoming a mandatory requirement from multiple directions. Cybersecurity insurance markets have tightened. They've required MFA, they're requiring EDR, now immutable and offsite backups. Next, collection, monitoring, and retention. So whether it's for meeting insurance requirements, CMMC, PCI, HIPAA, one of the many other compliance regimes, you desperately need to get ahead of the rising tide and find a SIM that actually works for you and your customers. Speaking of desperately seeking a SIM for SMBs, of course, I believe that Blumira is that solution, but don't take my word for it. Zero trust, right? Google 7MS number 490 or use this QR code. In this episode of the 7-Minute Security Podcast, pen tester Brian Johnson reviews his experience with Blumira, and as he points out, Blumira was not a sponsor here. This was an unpaid and totally independent. We honestly didn't even know it was happening until it was already released. I highly recommend you give it a listen. At a high level, to get going with Blumira, you follow our documentation to get all of the logs from all of the things up to the Blumira cloud. Our backend is Google Cloud Platform, and all the data is currently held in the US Central Region. Then we do everything that's necessary that makes the solution valuable from a security perspective. When you get findings from us, you can use the step-by-step instructions to respond. If needed, we're there 24/7 to help. Here's an example of a security finding that your team will see in the Blumira platform. They get an alert prioritized by threat level to understand the criticality. This includes a simplified threat analysis with all the relevant contextual information on who, what, where, and why you should care. We provide response playbook workflows to help your techs with those step-by-step instructions for remediation. No security expertise required. If you need any more information, reach out to Blumira's responsive security team right in the product. Now, here's again how that pricing works for MSPs. Keep in mind, Blumira provides about $12 in MSRP per user per month in value, but we provide heavily discounted pricing so that our MSP partners can keep your healthy product margins. So for the MSP, it's a 1-year subscription, billed monthly in arrears for the number of users you tell us you're protecting. That's based on the honor system. User here refers to the number of knowledge workers at your customer, basically those using computers. Commitment is at the MSP level, no minimum or commitment for individual customers. That pricing includes unlimited integrations, sites, data volume, 1-year log retention, 24/7 SecOps support. Look, I'm not here to sell you anything. I'm here to help solve a massive compliance and security dilemma for free for your business internally. And then I'm here to partner with you to affordably solve those problems for your customers as the need arises. Thank you all for your time and attention today. Here's my contact information. If you like this t-shirt, join us in the breakout room and we'll provide a link to get one for free. Last thing, please fill out the polls. We do love your feedback, and please vote for me for all the awards because I shamelessly love them and I appreciate your vote. I look forward to partnering with you all. Back to you, Matt and Kevin.